Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and I am so happy to bring you a video tonight. I had anticipated to bring you a video last night, but the day job's been super intense, and I thought I would just lay down for a few minutes, and it turned out to be for a few hours, and it was just honestly too late to make a video yesterday. But I have something great in store for you tonight. I am going to be showing you the Fairy Mushroom kit from SoftFlex. And this week is their Customer Appreciation Week. And so this kit is for that purpose. Now, if you check up their website or their Facebook group, they are having projects all week long. So do check them out. This is one of my favorite beading materials to use. They have collaborated with Jesse James Beads on all of their kits, so the mixes are from Jesse James Beads, and between the two of them they just make a beautiful kit to work with. So this one is called Fairy Mushroom. I'm going to show you all of the really gorgeous pieces that have come in the mix, and then we're going to make a necklace. I already have a sketch that I sketched out, and I'm also going to be adding some Silversilk. If you've never heard of Silversilk, I will explain that more, but that is all three of these companies are independently, owned. They're family owned. SoftFlex is in Sonoma, California. Silversilk is in Oklahoma, and of course Jesse James Beads is headquartered in Pennsylvania, and they also have a presence in England. So they do some international stuff too now. But anyway, I just really love all of these companies, and I'm excited to do a project with everything. The colors are beautiful. So I'm just going to stop talking and start showing. So we're going to start with, Fairy Mushroom. This is everything that's in the kit. I'm not going to read all of it, but I will, as I pull it out, tell you what everything is, and then we will get to making a beautiful necklace, I hope. I like my sketch, so we'll see what happens. All right, so anyway, we have, first and foremost, one of the things I love about this kit is they have been very generous with some craft wire, and whoops, this is a blue, like a deep blue. Isn't it gorgeous? And also a beautiful purple, and I believe this is 10 feet. Yes, it is. And it's the purple amethyst color. And then we also have the turquoise color in the beading wire by SoftFlex. This is by far my favorite. I really love the beautiful colors, and they coordinate very nicely with the kits, as you'll see. And they're just a pleasure to bead with. I also have grabbed just a few things from my stash. I've got some really pretty, these are Duracoat galvanized eggplant number 11 seed beads, which I thought I might use. And I did grab some bead caps out of my stash in case I want to use those. I don't know if I will, but I'm thinking about it. And I also have some quick links in an oval shape from my stash. All right, so let's get started. We do have crimp beads. You do get crimp beads with every kit. I have a whole bunch here. I hoard these. I think they're fabulous. They are my absolute favorite crimps. And in every kit they give you a generous amount. So I have my own, but then I also have another packet from them. And then Tierra Cast Antique Silver Plated Fairy Charms. Okay, let's see. Gotta find the charms. So I'm just gonna pull these out. Oh, look at these. You wait till you see these. Oh, I really do love the colors in this kit. I think they're really gorgeous. If you're a blue and purple person, this is right up your alley. So we have here, let's see. I was gonna, pardon me for just a moment. thought I had some little trays, but I don't see them now. I've hidden them from myself. That is not unusual for me if you've been watching my channel for a while. Okay, here we go. Found some, I thought I was all ready for this, but no. Sometimes you gotta improvise. All right, so I have some really pretty pretty beads to show you. These are some check, and I love this color. It's kind of a deep blue, and we've seen these flowers before, or at least if you've been beading for a while. These check flowers are really pretty, and they have a nice light blue detail to them. They're super gorgeous, and they match nicely with this wire. So very pretty. If you can hear that in the background, that's my mom talking to the dogs. We finally got rain, you guys. Oh, I woke up at 3:30 because one of the dogs wanted to go out, and I looked and I thought, I hear things that don't sound right, because we haven't had rain for forever. It was raining, and she was like, I don't know if I want to go out. I was delighted to see it, and we were in the 80s today. It's been over 100 for I can't tell you how long. It's been glorious. So all of you that gave prayers and did rain dances for us, I thank you. I thank you so much. Look at this cute fairy from Tiara Cast. Now, I am sad to announce that Tiara Cast is going out of business. A lot of you probably have heard that. I'm just sick over that. I love their stuff. But while they're still here, I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. Here are some beautiful little fairy wings or dragonfly wings by them. And some little cute little mushroom charms. This is, after all, called Fairy Mushroom. So we got fairies and mushrooms. Super cute. And then a lobster claw clasp, but I'm going to use a bigger one. But I'll take findings all day long. And of course some ear wires. Those come in every kit almost. Now, this is a strand that Jesse James Beads made for this kit. You can't get this on the Jesse James Beads website. This is only sold, they created this for Softflex. Look at these glorious finishes and colors. Beautiful purples. I love this swirl in that bead right there. And then you've got some really pretty rondelles with the rhinestones. Beautiful bead caps. Beautiful glass, kind of a crackle bead. Little purple pearl right there. And then look at the centerpiece. Isn't that beautiful? I think we're going to use that tonight in tonight's necklace. This piece right here. And probably more. And I love that they mix the metals. I really like that. I think it gives a nice depth to design, and it really, it just makes the whole piece look interesting to me. And then I call these disco balls. I mean, how can you not call that a disco ball? And then I love these really interesting, I don't even know what shape you want to call that, but the facets are really cool. And again, you've got, you know, as it moves, like if you got a piece of jewelry on wearing this, it's just going to catch the light. I mean, so cool. So that is our strand. Now this was extra. It doesn't come in the kit, but they always have like a companion strand that you can purchase. And I always purchase the companion strands because I like having a lot of variety and choices when I'm making something. Also is these dangle chains, also by Jesse James Beads. I love these because they're very versatile, and you can, and we got them in 2 colors in this kit, which is really nice. You got a deep purple. Oh, it's kind of an ombre. Well, that's interesting. So this is more of a periwinkle, and then it goes into the purples, a lighter purple, and then a darker purple. That is too cool. I didn't realize that was ombre. Wow. That's very cool. But I like to take these off and use them as dangles. I don't know that we'll do that tonight. I may do it with some earrings. But, you know, as an extra layer to a necklace, all you have to do is just add some jump rings and you've got an extra little layer there. That's pretty cool. So we've got that. And then also, we've got a ton of tassels from Jessie James Beads. All different varieties. So if you love tassels, this may be your mix. Let's see, we've got purples and blues. Again, with the colorway. Beautiful cotton, purple. I guess these are cotton tassels. My brain went blank there for a minute. They're about an inch. So you get, looks like you get 6 of those. And then, I love these. I call these fairy tutus or fairy tassels. Flower tassels, whatever you want to call them, in a beautiful lilac. And then some leather in kind of a fuchsia kind of purple with a silver bead cap. Love that. And some pretty turquoise little tiny tassels. Those are fun. I happen to like tassels. Some people don't like them. I like them, and I'm excited to get a whole variety. That just adds more interest to your jewelry, I think, and more texture. And then this thing made me gasp. So this, that's a button. Is that stunning? Let's see. It's 1.5 inches in diameter. I definitely want to make this out of I want to make a focal out of this. Or, you know, you could do a bracelet and make that. That would be a stunning bracelet. I don't know what to do with this yet. I have to think on that, but that is absolutely gorgeous, and it made me gasp because I love it so much. All right. Then we got some strands here. Some check beads, fire polish, and they're kind of a lavender color. Got a little gold in there too, which is nice because if you know anything about color theory, purple and yellow are opposites on the color wheel. Then we have a beautiful blue drukes that are matte. I think they are electric blue, 4mm. So again, picking up the blues and all of this. Then we have some gorgeous fire polish in 3mm lavender fire. Love those. And what are these called? These are called pellet beads. Are they pellet beads? I think they are. It says 7mm. They look like little barrels to me. I like how they nest against one another. Those are cool. This is a very interesting Aurora Borealis kind of finish on these. And they're all different kind of shades of clear and purple, as you can see. Love that. Looks fantastic with all of this. And then we have a fairy mushroom mix. I cannot wait to see what's in this. Let me move some of this aside so we can take a look at what is in here, because there's a lot of goodies. Lots of goodies. That's what I love about these kits. I get so excited when I get them. I'm just too, oh man, there's some cool stuff in here. All right, let's see. First of all, we got some absolutely gorgeous crystal beads. I love those facets. Beautiful purple color. And then we have wings. I guess that goes along with our fairy wing theme. Look at these. Beautiful flowers. You know, you can stack your beads in there. That's fun. I like those. Here's the back. They're pretty lightweight. I can't wait to do something with those. Let's see what else. Oh, some really pretty deep purple, kind of electroplated, I think, glass beads. I'm going to move them around so you can kind of see there's kind of different iridescence to those. Kind of a gold and a purple, kind of all at once. Very, very gorgeous. I absolutely love cube beads. And these are kind of a gray with a purpley kind of AB finish. That looks like there's some turquoise in there too. That's really pretty. That's going to be really pretty with this, with anything you design. And then these are fun. Also kind of electroplated. Hexagon beads. Boy, you get quite a few. Lots of those. Look at those. I just can't get enough of iridescence. I just really love it. I think, you know, when somebody's wearing something that has this much color, it's just so interesting, you know. It's mesmerizing almost. So if you're somewhere where it's dimly lit and you move your head, or you're wearing earrings and they kind of happen to swing, different colors are going to pop out at people that are around you. It's definitely going to be a noticeable piece of jewelry, I think. And then also just having it out in the sunlight too. If you're out doing something outside, again, the sunlight's going to just bounce right off of that. Really love that. Can't get enough of that. I absolutely love these rectangle beads. We get them in a lot of different mixes, and I just love them. And the turquoise color is very pretty. It's one of my, and I love turquoise too. You'll hear me say, if you're new to this channel, turquoise is kind of the universal color. You can put turquoise with almost anything and it's going to liven it up. And if you don't believe me, give it a try. Pull out your turquoise beads. Pull out, you know, the rainbow, you know, Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, Biv, what is Biv? Blue, indigo, violet. Put turquoise with that. It works with everything, I'm telling you. And then we get these a lot, and I love them, with the little squiggly, you know, they're gray beads, but they come in different colors with the squiggles. And they do, those squiggles have a little slight iridescence to them as well. I want to say these are 6mm. Very fun. Beautiful colorway this is. Now we got some nice light lavender crackly beads. Love that color. And then some bead caps. Love those. There's the side. And also kind of some lacy one. Oops. That's me, a little off in the dismount. Beads do go flying in my videos. Just warning you, if you're new. And by the way, if you are new, welcome. And for those of you who've been around for a while, I just absolutely adore every one of you. I do want to mention my Facebook group, Marcie Creates. We have some really nice folks there. Everybody shares their designs and is super welcoming. So I encourage you to join that. I like to post color inspiration and gemstones and just whatever else pops into my brain. So do join. I will put it in my description. But it's nice to get bead caps in a mix. I really do appreciate that. Look at this cute little mushroom charm. I kind of wish we got more than one, because that would make some cute earrings. But I'm not gonna complain. It'll also be cute in a bracelet or a necklace. And then last but not, let's save these for last because they're stunning. There's something about this teal color that just speaks to me. And these are beautifully faceted drops. I mean, they're stunning. And they have an AB finish as well. And I just really like them. So, let's take a look here. So we have a beautiful colorway to work with this customer appreciation box, or kit, I should say. I mean, you've got every color you can think of in these blues and purples. They all work beautifully together. I love the different finishes and tones. You've got some matte, you've got some shiny, you know, you have sparkly. I mean, you have everything that you could use in a beautiful piece of jewelry. And more texture with the tassels. I really, really do like this kit. So let me tell you where we're going with this, because I did brainstorm an idea today at lunchtime, because I was looking at these and thinking about them, and I'm going to introduce some Silversilk, like I said, to this bounty of gorgeous colors. And I had just recently purchased some from the Silversilk and More website. I will put that in my description. And I had happened to order a turquoise pipe chain. Now the pipe chain, if you can see, has that hole. And so you can slide other stringing material through there, wire, and I'm going to put the two colors of the Softflex through here, and you'll, whoops, I just dropped the purple. That's all right. I'll come back to that. But I am going to do the purple and the turquoise, and I'm also going to be using this blue. So I'm going to get everything together that I want to make for the necklace, and I'll show you my sketch. And for you, it's going to seem like a second, but I got to go pick up that spool, the spool of Softflex that I missed or dropped, and we'll get to creating. Okay, everybody, so I've gotten my items in some type of order. I did take all the strings out of the beads that were strung, and I also took apart that beautiful strand from Jesse James Beads. Gasp, but I did do it. And to my delight, I didn't realize that these beads that were on the strand from Jesse James Beads are large hole beads, which is going to work beautifully with this wire. The Silversilk, because look, it slides right on there. Isn't that cool? So I may change my design up a little bit. Before I get started on the necklace, I wanted to show you what you can do with Silversilk, because I'm a big fan. The gentleman that owns Silversilk is named Neely Patel, and we did a class for Jesse James Beads summer camp, and this was the project that he came up with. It's a horseback riding at sunset, I believe is the name of the project. I did, I think, post pictures in my Facebook group, and also I think on Instagram. But this was a really fun project, and this is just an example of how cool this stuff is. Now this stuff's a little bit different. This is capture chain, which has a little ball and chain wire in there, and then they knit kind of a wire sock over it. But what's cool about the ball chain is that you can count each little bump and get very exact with your designs, which is kind of what we did here. And you can also go through it with other wire, which is also what we did kind of through here. So I just kind of wanted to show you this really cool project that we were taught, that Neil taught in the summer camp. And he has a Facebook group and does a lot of tutorials. So if you like the items that I'm using tonight, do check out, I will put his website in my description because I'm going to start using it more and more. I really do love it. But this summer, doing this project really just kind of sparked my creativity, which is why I absolutely love summer camp with Jesse James Beads. That's a whole thing that I really highly recommend if you can ever do it, because you learn from like 8 or 9 different people, really cool different techniques, and those are things you can add to your projects from now until forever. So I wanted to use this tonight, the turquoise, and this is, again, like I said, this is called pipe chain, and I thought it would be cool to string the 2 colors of Softflex through here. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do a focal, and then I'm going to probably cut this also into segments and make like little tubes with this. So I think I want about 10 inches or maybe 9, let's see, 9 inches for my focal. So I'm just going to come in here, and where are my clippers? Oh dear. I'm really good at misplacing things. If you're curious, oh, there it is. It blends right in. I have a guys, I keep dropping things. Oh my word. Okay. I think I'm just giddy because we don't have 100 degrees anymore. I think I'm just totally giddy from that. Okay, so I'm going to cut 9 inches with my clippers. And it doesn't have to be exact. Nothing I'm doing tonight is super exact. And then I think I want to cut like 1-inch pieces, a few. So I just want them to be all even. I think I'm going to do 6 of them. But this stuff is really cool. If you've never used it, I encourage you to use it. Let's see, we're going to do 3. If you had the capture chain, you could count the number of balls that are in the middle there. It's that chain, you know, that you use for ceiling fans or some lamps. You all know what I'm talking about, I hope. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Okay, so there is, and look how much I have left over. So for many more projects. All right, so we've got our Silversilk pieces, and we have the main piece. So now I want to use some of the purple and the turquoise. So I'm going to make these extra long because I want my necklace to be pretty long, and so let's see. I think I'm going to do like, just to be safe, I'm going to do 36 inches of each color. And I'm just using my ruler and eyeballing it. Again, I don't sit there with, it doesn't have to be super exact. I just want enough, you know, to play with. So there's one. I think I'll just take my turquoise and just match it up with the purple. And I'm hoping, I haven't tried this before, but I'm hoping that both will fit through here. I think they will. I'm pretty sure they will. All right. Again, you're getting 10 feet of these Softflex. And I love stringing beads onto this because they just glide on. Okay, so now I have 36 inches of both colors. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to string these through the pipe chain. Drum roll, please. Oh yes, they fit. Yay! This stuff is cool. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that these are even. I'm going to put that Silversilk right in the middle. Whoops. Yep, knocking beads over. I am, if predictable. All right. So now we have our Silversilk on our 2 pieces of Softflex. And my thought was, so I need to get out the wire next. We're going to put these aside for just a minute. Our little inch pieces. Here is the blue craft wire that we also got in the kit. If I can get my fingers to work. Oh my gosh. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is 22 gauge, okay? And man, they give you a lot. You got 15 yards here. So many more projects you can use with this. So I'm going to take, let me think how much I want to do here. I should show you my sketch. Let me, 12 inches, maybe I'll do 15 inches just to be safe. Okay. Let me show you my sketch really quick. So I was brainstorming at lunch today, thinking about what I wanted to do tonight. And this is kind of my sketch. So this is the Silversilk, and I want to hang some dangles here. But then I kind of thought better of it, and maybe I just want to hang, I was thinking that floating this piece in the middle would be better. And I want to do some beads around here too, which I know, you know, you can't really visualize, but I will show you in just a minute. And then, you know, you've got the Softflex showing. We're going to bead up here. We're going to use the crimp beads to kind of float some of these beads so you can see the Softflex wire. And then we've got our pieces of Silversilk and so on and so forth. Now I may break this up into 2 videos because I don't want this video to be super long. So we'll probably do this main piece today, but I also wanted to add something here. I may change my mind. This is just a sketch, and you know, at the end of the day, it's your design. If you do a sketch and you veer off the, you know, the design idea, that's fine. It's your design. So you do what you want. Up here, I thought about adding these oval quick links. And then, you know, continuing up with the Softflex wire. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So for now, what I want to do is I want to make my focal, and I'm just making sure these are even. And the idea for me was to pinch this and put the bead right in the center like this. And then I want to take the blue wire and all these little fire polish beads I want to kind of put around here. So we're going to see how that works. I am going to use the blue wire that they gave us. So I'm going to mark this. Let's see, I'm going to bend this. I'm going to make a little hook like that, and I'm going to put it right through here. Mainly because I just want it to stay. And I'm going to just fold that over and fold that over. What's nice is the 22 gauge wire is not hard on your fingers. Okay, so then I'm going to make I may cut that piece. I'm just going to wire wrap this. I'm going to try to be neat. Sometimes I need to really practice my wire wrapping. I think I'm going to go around a few times like that. Now, I think we want to, I'm going to go back right around this one more time. I'm trying to visualize how I want to, yeah, okay. So I wrapped around once on this side, and then I did about 5 wraps here. And now I'm going to just scooch that up a little. Okay, now I'm going to string, I'm going to move these real quick. I put all the light colors together. I'm going to string these beautiful, I'm dying to know how this navy blue looks through these. These are pretty clear, so let's see what that looks like, because I wasn't sure. I think it'll look really interesting. I think it will. I'm just going to string these, and I think I'm going to use all of them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hey, for those of you that messaged me about the tribute to Wendy, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. That I'm glad that that helped all of you. It was cathartic for me. Oh, man, look at me. I'm so klutzy. I mean, I'm still not over it, of course. I don't think any of us ever will be. Just such a loss. And I just tried to do my own thing in honoring her. A lot of people have done beautiful things. I know Louisa did a beautiful video over at Misty Moon. I think Brittany Chavers did a video, and you know, she's just going to be missed, Wendy. And you know, things like this are just never easy. So thank you for the kind words, and I'm glad that you liked the projects and that that the video helped you. That's all I can ask for. It did help me too. Okay, so I am just stringing these on. I like how you can see the navy through there. I don't really use colored craft wire very often, but I'm rethinking that with this project. So let's see. I just kind of want to mirror this shape. What do you think of that? I think that's very pretty. Let's keep going. Oops. By the end of the day, my eyesight's not what it should be either. FYI. Let me just hold those with my fingers so they don't go anywhere. That's better. Learning new techniques all the time. But Nile's class was really cool. That was a really fun necklace to make. And I learned a lot making it. We had some very cool projects this summer. I highly recommend, if you can't afford like the summer camps, there's so many free tutorials out there. I know you all probably already know that, but, and of course, watching me is free. It's free. So, and I don't mind. This is something I love to do, and if I can share something, if I inspire just one person per video, I'm happy. Plus, you're watching me experiment, because I don't really come into videos with I might have a sketch, but I really just kind of design on the fly, and if I make a mistake or I've got to fix something, you get to see that. So hopefully that will help you. That's kind of my thought on that. All right, let's see. I think we're going to need... Sorry if I was off camera. We're going to need a few more... Yeah, we're going to need some more. Let's see. We probably might use all of these. I don't know. But I think Silversilk and SoftFlex are a very nice combination. I really just think all those companies work nicely together. And I get all kinds of subscriptions, so I love to mix them. Which, hey, it's your stash. You do what you want. Later on this week, I'm going to be doing a video on the bargain bead box that we just got, adding some colors to that palette. If that interests you, stay tuned and do subscribe and get notified, the notification bell so you can see that, because I like to play with those bargain bead boxes, especially when they're very neutral. And I think this one, the Mountain Majesty one, for this month is pretty neutral. But it's got some interesting things going on with it. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's see. Do we have enough beads? I think one more. Let me just double check that. Yeah, one more. I like them with the navy through there. It kind of looks like a lined bead now. It's pretty fun. All right. So now, I just want to make sure there aren't any gaps. So now I'm going to wire wrap some more. I'm going to go underneath the wrap that I made. There we go. And just to secure these, I'm going to take this wire. I hope this works. I hope I have enough. And I'm just going to gently make some loops. Maybe every 3 beads. Cross your fingers that this works. I think I used enough wire, but I've not done this before, so this was 15 inches. For those of you who are maybe wanting to do this. I'm just kind of picking every 3 beads and wire wrapping. Oh dear, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. We may have to improvise. Yeah, we are. So maybe every 5 beads. Well, I like the 3 beads. Let's see if I can add. This is where the problem solving comes in. Let me see if I can add some more of this. So if you're going to do this, maybe pick 18 inches instead of 15. I think that should do it. But as you watch me, you'll see. Let's see. I'm going to go back up here then. So it's hidden. I don't mind a thicker. And we're going to deal with these ends later. So if there's any sticky uppy bits, like Gem Hawks likes to say, don't worry about that. You know what I might do? Let me do this. So let's see. It should go this way. All right. Trying to stay on camera, guys. Sorry. So 3. Everybody holding their breath. I have an idea, though, that might make it look cool. Make your mistakes look like you meant to do it. That's what I say. All right. Let's see. Let me move this. Let me open this up. We're going to meet these in the middle. Like I said, I'm going to make this look like it's on purpose. I'm making a little X at the bottom. I'm going to do it on this side too. You could probably do that all the way up if you wanted. I'm going to trim these. We'll tuck them in. You could make a loop here if you wanted to do another little dangle, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so let me trim this. We're going to tuck this in here in a minute. I just want to get the focal bead on here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this end that we started with, and I'm going to slide it in the middle here. See that? I've pulled it through these 2 pieces, and now we have our Softflex and our wire wrapped piece. Let's see what this looks like. No, we want to do the back. All right. So I like the beads around the edge. I think this is fun. This could be a little neater. And if I were to do it over again, like I said, I would just probably grab a longer piece and make sure that I think it would be neater with a longer piece. I may rework this at some point, but in interest of the video length, I'm not going to do that tonight. We're just going to press forward because otherwise we'll be here all night. And I'm going to do my focal bead. So Let me think. Let's grab this 22 gauge wire again. Let's see. How much do I want? I want about 8 inches, I think. I'd rather have too much than not enough. That's always a good idea with wire. And I just put that wire this way. And I'm going to make a bail. And this is by no means, you know, there's many ways that you can attach this. So if you come up with a better way, please let me know, because I'm always eager to learn. And I learn a lot from you guys, too, when you make suggestions, so don't be shy. And so just do what, you know, you feel is best. I am just going to do a wire-wrapped bail. But I'm going to attach it to our, let's see, let's do it this way. I hadn't worked out how I was going to do this. I don't know that this is going to work, but we're going to try it. No, maybe not. Plan B. So plan B, again, I still have this wire back here. Plan B, and I did think of this earlier. We're just going to set it in the middle, and then we're going to slide it through those 2 wires, or those 2 tube pieces, and we're gonna, let's see, I want this up higher. Nope, don't like that either. Plan B. This is plan C. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I do this, so that you can see the thought process. I think that 22 gauge is too soft. Let me grab some silver 20 gauge. And maybe what I'll do, I'm going to do a wire wrap loop. We'll put something tiny. Maybe another one of those fire polish beads. I might do that. Not the greatest loop I've ever made, but it'll do. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at that dragonfly button. Man, that thing is mesmerizing. Okay, so I think we have plenty of room to do this as well. And this is, you know, old school. And there's no school like the old school. Just making a wire wrap loop here. And then we're going to add our pretty crystal bead. I'm going to try to wire wrap it up here. Sorry if I was off camera. I'm a little out of sorts today. Maybe this was not a good day to make a video. Okay. I think we got it. It's pretty crazy. There's probably a better way to do this. I'm going to figure it out, but tonight, this is what we're going with. Probably could use a big jump ring too. I don't think I have jump rings big enough though. All right, so that is not bad, except for that loop. Oh, you know what? That might hide. I know. Maybe we'll do some dangles. Just a little one. What does this look like? Oh, I got it. Okay. Yay! Let me wrap one more time. And then I'm going to neaten it up. And I'm probably not going to... I think what we're going to do is stop with the focal piece. I may do a little beading up here tonight, but I don't want to keep you forever. And I will continue this project tomorrow night. It'll be part 1 and part 2 if that's okay. Sorry for all the fumbling. But again, this is new to me. So let me, and what I like about this too is this is the back of the design. So any pieces you have sticking up, you can kind of tamp down and nobody's going to be the wiser and it's not going to snag on somebody's clothes. I'm just moving this in front like this, and I'm just going to tamp this down. All right. Yay! Okay. So I need... What do I need? Let's grab a jump ring. I think I'm going to add this to the bottom. I don't know what size. I think I can get away with a pretty small size because that's drilled. I just hope it goes through the bead. But I think, well, let's see. You know what? I just realized my nails match this palette. I did not plan that, I promise. Serendipity. Okay, so hopefully this will work. I hope it fits through here. You know, these top drilled beads can have really tiny holes, and if that's the case, we may need to get some 26 gauge wire. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, let me grab some 26 gauge wire. Be right back. Okay, everyone. That took a minute for me, but it was only a second for you. Oh, that's perfect. So this is some 26 gauge wire I just grabbed, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to do a loop, but what I like to do, especially with briolets, is kind of make a little bead cap out of the wire. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just taking the wire and I'm just gently doing kind of a bead cap with the wire. And it's probably not going to cover the whole bead. I don't want it to. I just want it to cover, you know, the very top. It kind of protects it too, I think. Now you can make that, you could make that longer and more thicker if you want, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to attach it to this loop here, and I want this bead to hang just in front of these little X's I made, just so it doesn't really, you know, those X's don't show as much because I don't think they're that neat. Again, remember, we needed more wire here. So let's do that. Make a little loop. I really love, I never thought I'd like 26 gauge wire, but it's kind of fun to work with. And I'm gonna probably make this a little bit more substantial once we attach it. I may reinforce that. So just making a little loop with my wire. Gonna open it up. We're gonna attach it. Again, if you make a boo-boo, you just make it look like you meant to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this gently. And I think I am going to add a little more to this bead. Oops. I think that's good. It's kind of cute. These SoftFlex wires are grabbing all the beads. Just be aware of that if you do this. They're going to kind of flail around. Just trying to get this wire back up here so I can cut it. There we go. This turned out to be a bit more involved than I thought, guys. I think I like it. I just going to neaten it up a bit. Again, it's always a learning process, and if I were to do it over again, I'd probably do it differently. For sure, I would use more of the blue wire, as I've mentioned before. Let me just... This guy's not centered. There we go. All right, so... Whew! Deep breaths. That was involved. I like the way it turned out. It could be neater, honestly, but it's really kind of cool looking. And I think eventually, once I get the rest of it put together, it's going to look really cool. So I think tomorrow, part 2, we will string and use so my idea is to bead, but have some of this wire showing, the purple and the turquoise, and then put a crimp, do a section of beads, maybe put another section of this wonderful Silversilk, through 2 beads again, and just make a really cool looking necklace. I love these beads, so I want to use those. We have bead caps here. We also have these, which are cool. These big hole beads. And I love these too. So we'll see. But I got the main structure. Sometimes your focal, if you're going to create something like this, takes the longest. But I think the payoff is worth it. Even though it might take you, you know, a lot of times when I make a piece of jewelry and I want to do something very creative with the focal, it takes me like one night, and then I go back in through and I bead the next night. So I hope you enjoyed this, the unboxing, and also just kind of my thought process. I hope maybe it's given you some ideas on how to use some of the Silversilk with the amazing SoftFlex wire. And stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow. I don't want to keep you all night. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care of your sweet selves and your families and be safe. And I will see you on the next video.